Get ready for a fascinating journey into the heart of Southeast Asian rainforests, home to some of the most intelligent and charismatic primates on our planet, the orangutans. The word orangutan comes from the Malay orangutan, which literally means person of the forest. And indeed, when observing them, it's impossible not to marvel at their intelligence, their expressions, and their habits that so strongly remind us of our own humanity. Orangutans genus Pongo are the only great apes native to Asia and belong to the Hominidae family, the same one that includes gorillas, chimpanzees, and us humans. Their lineage diverged from others many millions of years ago, between 15 and 19 million years ago, making them one of the oldest great ape lineages. The oldest fossils of Pangdean, the subfamily to which orangutans belong, were found in China. This early separation led orangutans to develop unique characteristics, especially their almost exclusive adaptation to arboreal life. Over time, populations became geographically isolated on the islands of Borneo and Sumatra, which led to the diversification of the species we know today. For a long time, it was believed that there was only one species of orangutan. However, advances in genetics and morphological analysis revealed that there are 3 distinct species, each with its own peculiarities. Bornean Orangutan, Pongo pygmaeus, the most numerous and widely distributed species, found on the island of Borneo, which is divided between Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei. It has fur ranging from reddish-brown to darker orange. Adult males usually have large, well-developed facial flanges, cheek pads, and a prominent gular sac they use to amplify their long calls. They tend to be more terrestrial than the Sumatran orangutan, as Borneo does not have tigers, which reduces the risk of ground predators. Their diet is more varied, including more leaves and bark, in addition to fruits. Sumatran orangutan Pongo abeli lives exclusively on the island of Sumatra, Indonesia, mainly in the northern provinces. It has lighter, more reddish fur than the Bornean Orangutan, and its hairs tend to be longer. Adult males also develop facial flanges, but these may be slightly less prominent than those of Bornean orangutans, and their faces are generally longer. They are almost exclusively arboreal, avoiding the ground due to the presence of predators like Sumatran tigers. Their diet is more focused on sugar-rich fruits, like figs and jackfruit, as well as insects, and they are considered more frugivorous. They are known for their intelligence, with some populations using tools to extract insects from tree holes. Tapanuli Orangutan, Pongo tapanuliensis, officially discovered as a separate species only in 2017. It lives in an extremely restricted and isolated area in the mountainous forests of Batantoru, northern Sumatra. It is the rarest and most critically endangered species, with an estimated population of less than 800 individuals. Genetically, it is the oldest orangutan lineage, having separated from the Sumatran orangutan about 3.4 million years ago, and from the Bornean orangutan 674,000 years ago. It has subtle differences in skull structure and teeth. Compared to the other species, its fur is described as more cinnamon-colored and shaggy, and males have more prominent mustaches and beards, as well as facial flanges with paler hairs. Their long calls are also distinct from other species. Their diet includes unusual items such as caterpillars and conifer cones. A quick stop to ask you to like and subscribe to the channel to help us reach more people. The 3 orangutan species are endemic to the islands of Borneo and Sumatra in Southeast Asia. They are almost exclusively arboreal inhabitants, which means they spend most of their lives in the tree canopy. Their home is the humid tropical rainforests, from lowland forests to montane forests, rich in fruit trees which are their primary food source. This life in the trees has profoundly shaped their physical and behavioral characteristics. They have developed incredibly long and strong arms, which can extend over 2 meters, ideal for swinging from branch to branch, a movement known as brachiation. Their hands and feet are adapted for grasping, with opposable thumbs that give them remarkable dexterity. Orangutans are immediately recognizable by their long reddish fur, which can range from reddish-brown to bright orange, depending on the species and age. Adult males of some species develop large fleshy facial flanges on their cheeks, which are a sign of dominance and attract females. They may also have a large gular sac, which amplifies their long, resonant calls. used to attract females and mark territory. Unlike other great apes, orangutans are predominantly solitary, although mothers and their offspring stay together for many years. Adult males and even females without offspring tend to live more independently, meeting only to mate or in areas with abundant food. This solitude may be an adaptation to the sparse distribution of fruits in tropical forests, where competition for resources would be greater in large groups. Their intelligence is remarkable. Observations and studies in captivity have demonstrated their ability to use tools, learn by imitation, and even solve complex problems. They build elaborate nests in trees every night to sleep, bending branches and leaves to create a comfortable and secure bed. The orangutan diet consists mainly of ripe fruits, making them true gardeners of the forest, aiding in seed dispersal. In addition to fruits, they also eat leaves, tree bark, insects, and occasionally eggs. They are opportunistic and adapt their diet to the availability of food in different seasons. The orangutan reproductive cycle is one of the longest among mammals. Females give birth to a single offspring after a gestation of approximately 8.5 months. Offspring are extremely dependent on their mothers and stay with them for a period of 6 to 8 years, learning all the necessary skills to survive in the forest, from where to find food to how to build nests. This long childhood and the spacing between births, which can be up to 8 years, mean that orangutan populations grow very slowly, making them particularly vulnerable to losses. Unfortunately, the future of orangutans is at serious risk. All 3 species are classified as critically endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature (IUCN). The main threats are habitat loss and fragmentation. The main cause is large-scale deforestation for the expansion of oil palm plantations, timber, and agriculture. The forests where they live are being cut down at an alarming rate. Illegal hunting and pet trade, although less prevalent than habitat loss. Hunting for bushmeat and the illegal trade of infants to be kept as pets still pose a threat. Forest fires, often resulting from burning to clear land, destroy vast areas of forest, killing orangutans and eliminating their habitat. The good news is that many organizations and individuals are working tirelessly to protect orangutans. Conservation efforts include habitat protection and restoration, creation of national parks and protected areas, and reforestation projects, combating illegal hunting and trade, law enforcement and education of local communities, rehabilitation and release, rescue and rehabilitation centers for orphaned or injured orangutans, with the goal of reintroducing them into the wild, promoting sustainable consumption, encouraging the consumption of sustainably sourced palm oil, and raising awareness about the impact of our consumption choices. Orangutans are not just fascinating creatures, they are essential engineers and gardeners of the tropical forests where they live. Their survival is intrinsically linked to the health and resilience of these vital ecosystems. The most crucial function of orangutans is seed dispersal. Since they primarily feed on fruits, often eating hundreds of different types, they travel long distances in the tree canopy. As they digest the fruit, the seeds pass intact through their digestive system and are deposited in new locations through their feces, often far from the parent plant. This is vital for forest regeneration, allowing new trees to grow in open or degraded areas and maintaining the genetic diversity of plants. Without orangutans, many tree species would struggle to spread and colonize new spaces. Maintainers of forest structure. By moving through the trees, orangutans create and maintain paths in the canopy, breaking branches and creating spaces. This helps shape the forest structure, opening clearings that allow sunlight to enter, which is essential for the growth of younger plant species and for the formation of different vegetation layers. Their nocturnal nests, built in different trees each night, also leave nutrients and plant fragments on the ground, contributing to soil fertility and the forest's nutrient cycle. Indicators of ecosystem health. The presence of a healthy orangutan population is a strong indicator that the forest is healthy and functioning well. They need large expanses of primary forest or well-regenerated secondary forests with a rich variety of fruit trees to survive. If orangutan populations decline, it is a clear sign that the habitat is being degraded, fragmented, or that the forest is losing its ability to sustain wildlife. Biodiversity and balance. By ensuring seed dispersal and forest health, orangutans, support a wide range of other species. The trees they help cultivate provide food and shelter for countless other animals, from insects and birds to other mammals. The loss of orangutans could unbalance the entire food web and biodiversity of these forests, leading to a cascade effect that would affect the entire ecosystem. In summary, orangutans are much more than just a charismatic primate. They are key to the health and resilience of tropical forests. Protecting their survival means protecting vast expanses of one of the most biodiverse and important ecosystems on the planet, which, in turn, play a crucial role in regulating global climate and maintaining life on Earth. Their extinction would be a loss, not only for biodiversity, but for the forest's own capacity for regeneration. If you enjoyed learning about orangutans and want to support more content like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends and family who appreciate this type of content. Comment on what type of animals you'd like to see featured here in our Pets and Wild Animals space. This helps us reach more people and continue bringing fascinating information about nature. See you in the next video.